there, welcome to A Healthy Conversation. So it's just me this week. John is busy doing a little bit of research on what we're going to share with you next week. As you know, last week on A Healthy Conversation, we spoke specifically about depression and even more specifically about Robin Williams' death and how situational depression affects all of us and some things that you can do about that. If you didn't watch that, I'm going to tell you it was a really good episode. So go back and watch the one that talks about Robin Williams and depression. Today I'm going to talk about another set of circumstances that can very much 100%, especially if you're a woman, also if you're a guy, but especially if you're a woman, can 100% have something to do with depression, with anxiety, irritability, mood swings, even weight gain. Next week we're going to be talking about something that is very, very unknown, but absolutely can affect your moods and, again, anxiety, depression, how you look at life, just being more carefree. So really, these 4 or 5 episodes of A Healthy Conversation are going to be dedicated to helping you and I just kind of stay on that even keel, look at life, feel good about life. And today, I'm going to talk specifically about the female sex hormones. Now, we have a questionnaire that we provide to women, and I thought today I'd take you through it. If you would like to have a copy of this questionnaire, you can certainly get one by emailing info@donnakrech.com. You can stop into Total Solution and say you want that female health questionnaire, and they'll know what you're talking about, or you and I can go through it right now. This is going to tell you if the female sex hormones are affecting your mood, depression, anxiety, like I said, even weight gain, certain symptoms. So simply just grab a little pen, and you just need a little scrap piece of paper, or you could certainly use your fingers to count if you want to. Because every time the answer is yes, I just want you to make a mark like a fence post or hold up one of your fingers. Do you experience hot flashes? If the answer is yes, give yourself a fence post for that. Do you experience night sweats? Again, if it's yes, fence post. If it's no, do nothing. Do you experience irritability with your cycle? And if you don't have a cycle, obviously you don't have to answer that one. Depression with your cycle. Anxiety, ever. Do you feel anxious ever? Again, you're giving yourself fence posts if the answer is yes. Are you easily stressed? Do you easily feel on edge or down? The next one is, do you have mood swings? Do you find yourself worrying without cause? Do you find yourself feeling hyperactive? Have you noticed weight gain? Now I'll go through the rest of them pretty quickly. You know how this is working. Just make a fence post if the answer is yes, or again, hold up another finger if the answer is yes. If you have a lot of symptoms, you may have to start counting toes. Do you find that you have brittle nails? Are you experiencing hair loss? Do you have acne on your chest or on your face, on your back? Do you find you have headaches? Do you have vaginal dryness? Do you have a lack of libido? Do you find yourself feeling sleepy after you eat, after meals? Do you experience yeast infections? Do you have memory loss, or what a lot of us call foggy brain? Do you find that you have sweet or salt cravings? Do you have hypoglycemic tendencies? Do you feel bloated after meals? Do you have fibrocystic breasts? Are your breasts tender? Have you personally experienced breast cancer? Have you been diagnosed with uterine fibroids? Have you been diagnosed with endometriosis? Do you experience ovarian pain? Have you been diagnosed with ovarian tumors or cysts? Do you have symptoms of PMS? There are 2 more questions, very simply. If you are postmenopausal, and that basically means if you no longer have had a period, if you have not had a period for a year as a result of age or surgery. Did you begin menopause prior to age 55? Again, fence post if it's a yes. And was your menopause surgically induced? Now, very simply, you add those up. If you have less than 2 to 3 symptoms, you are very, very mild, and you don't need any type of hormone help right now. If you have more than 3 symptoms but less than 10, you are considered mild. Now, we recommend that you use a good plant hormone-based cream. We have a stress reduction cream and a female advantage cream that I have to tell you, even for myself personally, has made all the difference in the world. And I've had countless women tell me that this has changed everything about how they feel, their ability to lose weight, again, the way they look at life, all the symptoms that I mentioned, just calm, and then eventually are at bay because of these creams. Certainly, we aren't the only ones that offer plant-based hormone creams, so if you know of someone that does, take advantage of those. Needless to say, if you have more than 10 symptoms, you are considered severe with regard to hormone imbalance of the female sex hormones. And that would just simply mean you're going to use a little bit different mixture or a little bit more of the creams. If this is something that fits you and something that seems like it applies to you, you can go to the Donna Krech store, donnakretchstore.com, and these creams are available. Mention AHC, that's a coupon code for a healthy conversation, and you can receive 10% off of those hormone creams. I will tell you that the bioidentical hormone replacement therapy creams, the ones that you have made by your compounded pharmacist, are not like these, and I can speak more to that later. We tend to believe more in these because they don't build up in the fatty tissue, but they are eliminated rather like a supplement, like a vitamin supplement. And again, I can speak more to that later in another healthy conversation. So if you'd like to actually take the questionnaire, go to info@donnakretch.com. We'll see that you get one. Or stop into Total Solution if you're local to Lima. Say you'd like that hormone questionnaire, the female hormone questionnaire, and we'll give you one. You can take it, sit there and actually fill out the document. If this seems like, oh my gosh, if you have all these symptoms, then the female sex hormones are imbalanced, and we can get those balanced out again. You may want to go to donnakretchstore.com and put in AHC for a healthy conversation so that you can get 10% off of those creams. The really great news, friend, is that every one of those symptoms I talked about, they're symptoms. They're symptoms of hormone imbalance. The great news is it doesn't matter your age. When you balance out the hormones, these symptoms, they're eliminated. It doesn't matter your age. I learned something several weeks ago that excited me out of my mind. For the menopausal or perimenopausal woman, it doesn't matter what age you go through that. The only symptom you should have is the elimination of a cycle. That's it. You should have none of these other symptoms. Hormone imbalance is why you have those symptoms. Get the hormones in balance, and these symptoms, they'll be gone. I'll see you next week.